Hello, welcome back. Last time it was mostly variations on puzzles that I had already done, but this time it looks like we're doing something new in... it's way up here, black and blue. So I thought about this a little bit. I get the pun now. So we're pruning a binary tree, apparently. And there's some kind of concept in computer science called a red-black binary tree. I have not come across it in my time programming, but I've heard the term. And that's definitely a reference to that in some way. Try to keep itself mostly balanced. Yes, unbalance the binary tree. Or move the trunk, okay? Alright. You look kind of like a tree yourself. Just like your roots curl up instead of going into the ground. Fruit number 10 on the tree, high enough to reach the girder. Okay. Click a fruit to pluck it. Click it on the ground to put it back. 3 removed from the tree at a time. What? Each path from a leaf down to the trunk must have the same number of black fruits, and no path from a leaf down to the trunk can have 2 red fruits in a row. I'm going to have to play with this to see what those, what that means. Can I pluck 8? I can. It's on the ground. So, okay. Fascinating. So it's a little easier to see what that actually does with this. One more time. Each path from a leaf down to the trunk must have the same number of black fruits. No path from a leaf down to the trunk can have 2 red fruits in a row. And then the color of the fruits never changes. No, that one turned red. And this one turned black. Fruit number 10, you say? Fruit number 10. Very specific. So plucking off reds will not gain height. Only 3 can be on the ground at a time. So I would take off 9, 11, 13, put back up 9, 13, 11, okay. 9, 10, so 11 turned black. So I can change the... Wow! Okay, so that did something. 1, 2, and 4. Okay, so recoloring had to happen. So pluck 3 and recoloring happens the same. Pluck 4. 3 just takes 4's place. Those are essentially the same move. Horizontal's a little different, but whatever. So I could put this back. And then put a 2 in. Aha! Now you're higher. But this balances. Okay. So if... Right, number 10. That one that's hanging down. Okay, I see why it's that one. So horizontal position never changes. Okay, so I wish to recolor 10. If I plucked 8, then 7 would do that. If I plucked 7, 6 would do that. Yeah, so those just take the place of each other, and it doesn't affect anything on this side. 9 and 10, 11 changed color. That rebalanced. So everything on the ground is red. So I've made a change here. 10 is farther down. It's the opposite of what I want. So now... Can't have 2 reds in a row. No path from a leaf down to the trunk can have 2 red fruits in a row. Everything has the same number of black fruits. For every path to have the same number of black fruits, 9 can be either red or black. If I pick it... and then put it back, now it's red. 1, 2, 3... Right. No, it has to be black if it's here. Because 3 blacks are required, so that makes one of the... Okay. Okay. One more time. Same number of black, no 2 reds in a row. And it rebalances like... So what operation does it perform when one of those constraints isn't true? That's the part I don't entirely get. Rebalance or recolor, following 2 rules. I mean, I don't think that algorithm is communicated to me. So 7 turns black, therefore I can append a 6. Putting 5 would put 2 reds in a row. To resolve that, does it swap the colors of these 2 and then swap the colors of these 2? What does it do? It swaps colors. Oh. No, I see what I'm seeing. Okay. It looks like that's shifting to the right, but no, that's shifting down, that's shifting up, that's shifting way down. So if I create 2 reds in a row, at a leaf, it goes down, finds the first black it encounters, and swaps that with the red. Or something like that. Then, if there are still 2 reds in a row after that operation, it plucks this, makes that the branch, and makes this the leaf. Okay. So I want fruit number 10 to go upward. It needs to be a leaf, first of all. Pluck, pluck, that doesn't do anything. To make you a leaf, we want to unbalance it as much as possible. So all the weight needs to be over here, right? So I need to lighten the left side. Well, I need to move this 8 to the... I need to move the trunk to the left. Yes, that's... Yeah, trunk as far to one side as possible. The left is the one that I want. Okay. I want to move the trunk left. In order to do that, what happens if I pluck 4? 3 comes down. Why does 3 come down? Because a node needs to go here. Yeah, a node needs to be between 2 and 6. And it just arbitrarily chooses 3 because it's reasonably close by, I guess. 1, 5, and 7 seem equally valid. So, yeah, so any of those could be. So if I pluck 12, 11 is going to come down? Yes, okay. If I pluck 8, 7 comes down. If I put 8 back up, it stays. Pluck 8, put 8. Pluck 7, put 7. Okay. Pluck 6, put 6. 10's going downward. However, the trunk is moving left. Is left the direction I want? Pluck 5, put 5. Now the trunk's moving to the right. If I just keep taking the trunk and putting it back up, what's that going to result in? The initial configuration eventually? Those are black now. I think this is a stable cycle. This is what I got after one operation, right? 1, 2, 3, 7, black. Not quite. No, that did not cycle around, so let's keep doing this. I strongly suspect this is not the correct... Hold on. So here's where... Alright, this is all blacks, so it cannot fulfill the black requirements by doing that. If I take 1, that's fine. Not really. Why not? Why is this invalid? No path is 2 red in a row. Each path from a leaf down to the trunk has the same number of black fruits. Why do you recolor red? Doesn't seem like you should need to by those rules. Is there another hidden rule in here? Turns black. I should be able to prune a black leaf without changing anything, according to these rules, so I think this is not stating the full rule set. Right? Because neither of these constraints are violated by either of these moves. But it still decides to do things. Alright, well, if I keep doing what I was doing. Now hold on. No. No, that's fine. Things are still happening. Okay. It's real hard to get a feel for this. I feel like what I'm doing will either cycle through like all the possible permutations or become stable and be in a cycle. So 1, 4, 6, 9, 11, 13, 15. That 10 is not moving upwards. One, 4, 6, 9, 11, 13, 15. Okay, so I think I've reached stability. Okay, so that did not get the goal done. I still feel like this just doesn't describe the full behavior. There's another constraint somewhere. All right, so I can have multiple things pruned at a time. Let's take down all of those, then put 8. Then take 5 and put 7. Well, I ended up with this. Not what I want. I mean, it's kind of like what I would want. So yeah, 10 in particular has to be way up there. I gotta like invert. You need to be a leaf. Well, you're a leaf now. Okay. Okay. Well, that was almost nice for a moment. What did I do? I don't know. That's back to the default state. Okay. Anyway, trunk moves left when I do this. Right up until now? No. Right up until now? Yeah, so that's the one that moves it right. That is kind of close. Every leaf, same number of black. So yeah, if this is all black... Is that valid? I don't think so. Wait a second. Wait a second. Okay, so now... Okay. Here's the issue. Here's what is not explicitly described, but I can actually see it. This is a leaf. So I was using the like graph theory definition of leaf. Like this is a leaf, and those are just like part of the graphics. This is a, I guess that's not a branch technically. It's just a node that has one leaf on it. Ah, okay. So a node that doesn't branch but also isn't the end has one leaf on it. A node that is a leaf has two leaves on it. Okay, so my query then was about, what now? So I ended up with all the blacks on the left, which was done by just pruning left to right like that. So I can put you back up. If I take off one, 2 has a leaf and therefore does not have that leaf. Doesn't have an equal number of black nodes on the way out. So that's how the rules are evaluated. Okay. This feels more like a retroactive justification of what happens rather than any kind of recipe to making 10 go up here. Okay. So what would a graph that has 10 here look like? What color is that 10? I think it's red. Then let's say it branches down this way. So 11 is black. 12 is red. 14 is black. Let's imagine the other direction. 10 is red. 9 is black. That's 1. 8 is red. 7 is black. That's 2. 4 is red. 5 is black, and that's where the trunk is. That's 3. Okay, so then... Black, black, black. These two just aren't on the tree at all. Ah. If I just leave those off and then perform other operations, that might do something that I like. Okay, so in that pattern, who was the trunk? 5? 6? 4? I think 4 was. For 4 to be the trunk. That didn't help. Can I remove a few of these to make that healthier? Sort of. If I put this back, what happens? It's happy. If I take this out... Okay, that's what I want over here. Maybe 5 can just stay on the ground. Probably not. I'm going to need it over on this side. Okay. Now, I want 10 all the way up here. Which means basically that I just want it deeper in the tree structure. So pluck it, put it. But I don't think that's the branch I want it on. I want it to connect to 8, right? What if I pluck 6? And then put 10? No. What if I pluck 8? Nothing happens. What if I pluck 7? Okay, then put 7, then pluck 10, put 10. Maybe I need this one gone. I'll temporarily put 6 up here. 11 goes away. Here's 10. Feels like I'm kind of close, because yeah, you just need to be up one more rank. Red, black, red, black, black. I need a red here. For a red to be there. How would that ever happen? It was for a moment, but then it switched. What? Okay. What? Okay. Whatever. I did it, apparently. Yeah, so all black here, all black downstream of that, all black is equivalent place as, okay. Whatever. It's done. Somehow. Wow, says Mazur. Totally understanding what happened. I don't. Oof. Well, did that... Okay. Ah! Alright, so Itris stays down here, and that's what happens over on the right, probably. Alright. Well. You did it. Back on solid ground. Here's some letters. Okay, it's this puzzle again. You haven't seen this, but I have. Oh, you're here. Yes, that's right. Ah, that's right. Of course you did. You didn't ask. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Itris is very literal. All right. Okay. Thanks. Help Mazur reach the ledge in the upper right. Upper right, okay. Words of wisdom. Okay, good question to ask. She asked about stairs, but not elevator. Of course. Okay, so it's this again. 353753. All odd numbers. 2 at once. Got it. Okay. Okay. So let's just do some basic stuff first. Oh boy, double interference. Okay, cool. Oh dear. You're up there now. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is really hard to count. Skip 1, skip 2, skip 3, skip 4, skip 5. So that will allow you to climb again. Oh, did I do it? See, if I go left, that'll knock her off, won't it? Yeah, I needed to have disrupted this first. Well, I can climb up there, but it's a little too high. Yeah, that's what I thought. But that lets you stay there, interestingly. Okay, so first of all, you need to be in a spot where you can get there. You are now. So I can just do this to... Whoops. What? So I have an undo. Great. Why does... Can't I... Shouldn't this achieve the same state again? No, because of you. Okay, well, let's move that one around then. No. No. Okay. Well, that's kind of good. Maybe. Okay. But this doesn't resolve, does it? I don't think so. Well, it did, though. Somehow. Okay, today's the day of not understanding what I've done. Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay, that's pretty good. Whoa. Dating yourself a bit there, Itris. Nobody says that anymore. As far as I know. No letters on that one. So no clues on that puzzle, maybe. Yeah, a little bit. That's a nice way to put it. Mm-hmm. Everybody's here. Well, these three are here. I haven't seen Ugrant in a while. Where's he been? Oh, is he coming? No, it's Relling. Here we go. Finally, these two are in the same place together. The one who knows his name. Here we go. You're the one. That's right. Nope. Well, sort of. Mm-hmm. Detective. Okay. Sure. The skeptic. Alright, what are we doing here? Put each row of tiles in alphabetical order. Okay. And we're gonna... There's gonna be something more to it than that, of course. Yeah, she was born today. Last row. Fix the other rows. Okay, got it. So we just need to look at that one. Yeah. Distrust between those two. Uh-huh. Sure, wouldn't that have been nice, but she was summoned in less good circumstances. Mm-hmm. Okay, so drag left and right. Oh, there we go. Alright, so just alphabetize. Diagonal. That's already alphabetical. Oh, hold on. Each row in alphabetical order. Wait a second. Does this start with an O? This starts with a T. Ah, we're getting tricky. Okay. OTTFFS. I played 3 and 3. F O F I. Okay, that's pretty funny. Where am I right now? O is fine. TW, TH. S comes before T. There we go. Oh no, now we're doing elements. Okay, I don't know the periodic table. Like, do I know all these symbols though? I know some things in it. Is that potassium? Maybe. That's iron. I don't know this one. This is gold. I don't know this one. That's tungsten, I think. Okay, well, with two unknowns, I should still be able to do this. So iron first. Potassium, not sure. Sorry, this is silver? This is silver. It's either gold or silver. No, gold is AU. AG is silver, right? So if this is tungsten, IP, let's just imagine this does start with a G. S, unknown, T. Let's imagine this does start with an S, but not an I after that. Okay, so let's try all permutations of... Okay, so now hang on. Basically, I think these four are in the correct order right now. Iron, potassium, silver, tungsten. IPST. So I could just look up the periodic table though. That's the more sensible thing. Let's find out what GE and SB are. GE is germanium. SB is, what is it? Antimony. All right. So this. All right. That was it. I guess I had the others right, or at least close enough to be alphabetical. Okay. Triangle, rectangle, square, trapezoid, parallelogram, star. T, R, S, R, T, R, S, T, 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 R, A, T, R, I, T, R, A, P. What is this? This is R. P comes before R. S comes before T. ST comes after SQ. Okay, so what do I think I've named these? Parallelogram. PQR, rectangle. SQ, square. SQRST, ST, star. T, trapezoid, TRA. T, triangle, TRI. So the names of these are not the names I'm expecting. Is there another name for parallelogram? That's like a really long one of these. Like maybe there's a more specific one for this. Is this a rhombus or less specific or something? Let's imagine this is called rhombus. What's a rhombus again? Is that what this is? Let's imagine that that's what this is called. It would go here. Okay, that's probably right. Okay, so R, Y, G, G, R, Y, C, G, R, Y, B, C, R, G, R, Y. Is this P or V? Well, I can try both. Actually, they're both compatible. It's neither. Is this M, magenta? Yes. Okay. Oh, now I have to know the character names. Oh, that's pretty good. So here's the personnel file. All right. Yeah, and we just met, so official confirmation that this is Relling, because someone was talked about by that name. Then this character popped up, but it was never, other than that, I assumed correctly, but that was an assumption that I was making. All right, so Itris is at the end. Mesur is in the middle. Relling is after Mesur. Ugrant is just before Itris. And I guess Alinsa and Argony were already right. Cool. All right. Right, so now you can confirm that Relling is part of the staff. Okay, this was a great way to end this. Yeah, this whole puzzle is pretty cool. All right. Yep, so now these two can trust each other. You are no longer a suspect, maybe. Just being on the staff role doesn't really absolve you of that. But obviously System Repair Bot is the villain here. Okay, what does Relling know? We gotta go somewhere more private. Or not. Okay, and Argony maybe outranks him, because he's following her directive. Sabotage. Mm-hmm. So somebody's system repair bot's trying to keep us busy while something out of our sight happens. Maybe. Okay. This isn't going to go all meta and be like System Repair Bot as a game designer who just wants to give us a fun challenge, and I am the well, I don't know. Alright. Cool. I mean, you were just born today. You don't know what's going on. But you were pre-programmed with a lot of knowledge. Just not all of the knowledge. Yeah. Oh, look the way it disappeared. I know, right? They're all strange shapes. You're a chess piece. Degel knows something. Okay, I reached the end of a branch. It feels like this is going to dip down into there, because there's clearly a spot for a puzzle right there. Okay, great. I actually get to end without being in the middle of something. Let's look at top secret area. System failure. Sorry. Top secret area is beyond that. Rafter? Maybe? Finish. Extend. This one's blank. I guess there's no letter here. This is a 5 or 4 letter word, maybe. Bridge. Something, extend, rafter, finish, repair. So yeah, all those words are talking about crossing this gap. Okay, got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, probably 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's imagine 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, that could fit. Okay, cool. So next time I'm probably going to try and finish out the biodome, which will lead here, and it could go there. But, we'll just... Or I could go to... I think point of view is actually the oldest one that I've seen and not done, so that's probably where I should go. Yeah, so leftmost, sure. We'll start that new branch next time. I'll see you then.